Welcome to Stories of Claws. Today, we're exploring the scariest caves on Earth and uncovering their dark secrets. Be warned, this video is not for the faint of heart. Our adventure begins in Mexico, at the Cave of Swallows, a giant hole plunging 1,200 feet straight down. This natural wonder, also known as Sótano de las Golondrinas, is one of the largest known cave shafts in the world. Its entrance is a gaping maw, inviting yet intimidating, drawing adventurers from all corners of the globe. Imagine standing at the edge looking into that dizzying emptiness, the air thick with the smell of bat droppings and the screeches of thousands of birds. The sheer drop is enough to make your heart race, and the constant flutter of wings adds to the eerie atmosphere. Brave climbers, their headlamps like tiny sparks, rappel down, hanging by a single thin rope. Each step is a test of courage, as they descend further into the darkness, the light from above growing fainter with every meter. As they go deeper, the bird calls fade, replaced by a creepy silence, broken only by the drip, drip, drip of water. The cave's acoustics amplify every sound, making the silence even more profound and unsettling. The walls are steep, almost straight down, and the air gets colder and damper. The rock formations, carved by centuries of water erosion, create an otherworldly landscape that feels both ancient and alien. Reaching the bottom feels like landing on a different planet, the air heavy with the smell of ammonia from centuries of bird waste. The ground is uneven, covered in a thick layer of guano, making every step a challenge. The sheer size of the Cave of Swallows, the feeling of being swallowed by the earth, makes it truly terrifying. Standing in the vastness, you can't help but feel a sense of insignificance, as if the cave itself is a living entity watching and waiting. Under the busy streets of Paris lies a dark secret, the Catacombs. This hidden world is a labyrinth of tunnels and chambers that stretch for miles beneath the city. Imagine walking through a normal-looking doorway into a place where the air is heavy with the silence of the dead. The atmosphere is thick with history and mystery. The walls and ceiling aren't made of rock but of bones, the remains of over 6 million people. Each bone tells a story, a silent witness to the past. In the late 1700s, the city moved the bones of past generations to these old limestone quarries. This was done to address the overflowing cemeteries and public health concerns. They arranged the bones like a strange kind of art, creating walls of skulls, a macabre yet fascinating display of human remains. Hearts made of leg bones, even decorative altars. These artistic arrangements add an eerie beauty to the otherwise grim surroundings. As you walk deeper, the darkness closes in, and you can almost feel the weight of millions of souls. The air grows colder, and the silence becomes almost deafening. The catacombs of Paris remind us that we are all mortal, a place where the line between the living and the dead is blurred. It's a haunting reminder of our own impermanence and the passage of time. In Texas, the Devil's Sinkhole drops suddenly into the earth. Imagine looking into a hole so deep it seems to swallow the sunlight. It's a massive vertical cave, a 400-foot drop surrounded by mystery and local legends. Native American tribes believed this was a sacred place where they thought the breath of the underworld came into our world. Today, it's the stories of people disappearing without a trace that scare even experienced explorers. Scientists who have gone down into the sinkhole have found a stunning underground world with huge stalactites and delicate formations. The mystery of the unknown, the stories whispered in the wind, make the Devil's Sinkhole truly terrifying. In the rainy jungles of Borneo, the Gomantong caves are teeming with life, but not for those who scare easily. For centuries, these caves have been known for their edible bird nests, a delicacy in Chinese cooking. Twice a year, harvesters climb dangerous bamboo scaffolding to collect these nests, risking their lives. The air is filled with the flapping of millions of bats, their high-pitched sounds bouncing off the walls. The ground is covered in slippery bat droppings, threatening to make you fall into the darkness. This constant harvesting is hurting the bat and bird populations, damaging the cave's delicate ecosystem. The Gomantong caves remind us of the unintended consequences of our actions, and the importance of protecting these fragile places. In Adams, Tennessee, a dark legend surrounds the Bell Witch Cave. The story goes back to the early 1800s when the Bell family experienced strange and scary things on their farm. Whispers in the dark, unseen hands pulling at their bedsheets, objects moving on their own. and a ghostly voice that taunted and tormented the family. This entity, called the Bell Witch, was especially cruel to John Bell, and some say it caused his death. Today, the Bell Witch Cave attracts curious visitors and paranormal investigators. The air inside is heavy with history, and the unsettling feeling of being watched. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, there's a definite feeling of unease in the Bell Witch Cave. In the dense, mysterious jungles of Belize, lies the Actun Tunichil Muknal Cave, also known as the Cave of the Crystal Sepulchre, a place where the line between the living and the dead seems to disappear, blending the realms in an eerie dance. Deep inside this ancient cave is a chamber that gives even the bravest explorers chills, a place where history whispers through the shadows. Here, among the stalactites and stalagmites, nature's own sculptures, lie the skeletal remains of ancient Maya human sacrifices, silent witnesses to a bygone era. The Maya believed caves were entrances to the underworld, sacred portals to another realm, places to communicate with their gods and seek divine intervention. They would venture into these dark depths for rituals, offer sacrifices, and seek guidance from spirits, hoping to influence their fate and the world around them. The Actun Tunichil Muknal Cave, with its stunning formations and eerie atmosphere, stands as a testament to these ancient practices. It was a very sacred place, a site of profound spiritual significance. When you shine your light on the skeletons, their empty eye sockets seem to stare back, a chilling reminder of the rituals performed there, echoing the cries of the past. This cave is a time capsule, preserving the essence of a civilization long gone, a portal to a world where life and death were closely connected, intertwined in a delicate balance. The Actun Tunichil Muknal Cave remains a haunting reminder of the Mayas' deep spiritual beliefs and their connection to the underworld. Deep under the Nika mine in Chihuahua, Mexico, is the Cave of the Crystals. Imagine a chamber so big it could hold a whole cathedral, the air thick with humidity and heat. Giant crystals, some as long as a bus, pierce the darkness, shimmering in the dim light. The Cave of the Crystals is incredibly beautiful, but also dangerous. The extreme heat and humidity can be deadly, and even with special breathing equipment, explorers can only stay inside for a short time. Walking among these giants feels like being on another planet, the crystals casting strange shadows that move as you walk. The Cave of the Crystals shows us the raw power of nature, a place where beauty and danger exist together. On the windy coast of Staffa, Scotland is Fingal's Cave, a sea cave that has amazed people for centuries. Imagine the sound of crashing waves, the salty spray on your face as you approach the cave's entrance. The entrance, a huge archway of hexagonal basalt columns, seems to invite you inside. Fingal's Cave is a natural wonder, its formation a testament to the powerful forces of nature. The hexagonal columns create a cathedral-like interior with high ceilings and echoing chambers. For centuries, Fingal's Cave has been surrounded by legends and folklore, inspiring music and stories of giants. It's a place where the power of nature meets the human spirit, a place where legends echo in the waves. In New Zealand, the Waitomo Glowworm Caves are an underground wonderland. Imagine floating silently on an underground river, surrounded by darkness, the only sound the gentle lapping of water. Tiny points of light, like stars on the cave ceiling, are the glow of thousands of glowworms. The glowworms make a blue-green light to attract food, their sticky threads hanging down like fishing lines. The effect is mesmerizing, like looking at a starry sky, but this galaxy is deep underground. The Waitomo Glowworm Caves remind us that even in the darkest places on Earth, life can thrive. They show us how important it is to protect this delicate ecosystem. In the Chiltern Hills of England, the Hellfire Caves hide a dark and scandalous past. These caves were built in the 1750s by Sir Francis Dashwood, a rich aristocrat fascinated by the occult. People said the caves were the meeting place of a secret society called the Hellfire Club. The Hellfire Club was known for wild parties and scandalous behavior, their gatherings filled with alcohol, gambling, and rumors of satanic rituals. The caves, with their creepy atmosphere and names like the Inner Temple and the River Styx, were the perfect setting for their secret activities. Whether the stories of devil worship are true or just exaggerated, there's a definite feeling of unease in the Hellfire Caves. They remind us of our fascination with the forbidden and the unknown. Thanks for joining us on this spooky journey through the world's scariest caves. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more scary stories from Stories of Claws. Until next time, stay curious and stay safe.